Hi everybody. Hi everybody. My name is D.
I am Lish.
And this is Allow It. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems.
Oh yes, yeah.
Of course, we've got to include our alphabet community.
Yes.
Of course.
She's, hers.
We've already done him, her. That's
Sis.
part of she's, hers.
I thought
she,
that sis, he, she, sis, she.
I don't think sis is, you can identify as sis, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Just he or she. I get confused.
Yeah, hi everybody. Hello.
Please, if you identify as sis, let me know if it's a thing. Because I thought it was just he and she.
We're sis.
Yeah, but it's just, she and he.
But we're sis.
Okay,
we're
whatever.
cis females.
Okay then, okay. We're cis females.
Yes.
Indeed. The weather is fantastic and I cannot get over it. When I was in the house, fortunately, I've got a job. So I have to work from home. While I'm in the house, I could not feel how beautiful it was outside.
Of course, yeah.
Because my home is in a space where there's like a
shade,
lot of shade.
Yeah.
So I couldn't feel how warm it was, actually.
The sun kind of comes over to my side towards the end of the day.
I'm loving it. Even my attitude has changed. It's crazy. Like my whole aura has changed.
I told my therapist that today.
Oh,
I was like, she was like, "How you feeling?"
You were like, "Great." The sun is out, bitch.
I was like, the weather makes a huge difference.
Sun's out, buns out. What's
Seriously,
good?
I was like, hey girl, hey. I was like, I'm here.
You were so happy. Yeah. No, it genuinely makes a difference. Was thinking that when I was in the house and I was like, I think I remember being able to take my laptop outside and like work outside. But then of course now the twins are still crawling, so I can't do that. So until they start walking, I guess I'm just going to be stuck in the house.
I try to do that during COVID time.
Oh
because,
yes, of course, sit outside.
Of course, ironically, we had the best weather during
We
lockdown.
did have the best summer
but the sun
year.
was too much in my the laptop. It was.
I was about to say that. Did the
anything,
laptop overheat, or you just couldn't see anything?
It wasn't
in
working
general?
out. Yeah, in general.
Cool.
But
it's just one of those things.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. I wanted to talk about what you're wearing because I think it's cute.
Oh, thank you. Actually,
and apparently my opinion doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Yes. People out there are not impressed.
No.
And actually, this was recommended by you.
Yes, it was actually.
So
but
it's from
so
Zara.
of course, I'll think it's cute. We're both wearing Zara today.
Yeah, it's a little knit situation.
Exactly,
Knit.
Yeah,
knit
situation. Yeah, it's very nice.
It came in 3 colors. I think I bought 2. I think I wore the green one before.
The green one's dope.
Yeah. So I bought the green.
Yeah, no one's gonna notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's gonna notice, but anyway, it's very dope, dope. I like the scarf too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm just wearing this Zara dress that I've had for almost 10 years.
10 years.
Honestly,
wow.
I've had it for a very long time. I
Go
think
Zara.
I actually bought it maybe the year we met or the year before that. But yeah, I've had it for a very long time. And leopard print is not everyone's cup of tea, but I love me a bit of leopard print.
I like leopard.
Yeah, I just have to make sure though that I did this rule that my mum used to say that before you leave the house, you have to take off one thing because it's always going to be like there's always going to be a little too much that you've added that's completely unnecessary. So I did have a necklace.
Oh,
that
so
I
you
did,
decided
I
to
just
remove
took
the
it
necklace.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm wearing these earrings that I got from a black-owned brand called Omagala Jewelry.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Thank you.
Is she still?
Unfortunately, they're not in operation anymore.
Yeah.
But their page is still very much up and running, and they've swapped it or changed it. They've changed the projection of their business or whatever you may call it. And now what they do is that they review black-owned businesses. So she does like a review every week or so on their Instagram. And she reviews black-owned businesses within the UK, outside of the UK. So it's actually quite informative if you're out there looking to support black-owned businesses.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very dope. Very, very dope. It's a shame because I love their jewelry.
I love their jewelry as well.
Yeah, exactly. I loved their jewelry.
I think, I got earrings. And
you got some earrings? Yeah. I wish I got the rings. You know, there's a few things
That's
now
what
that
I wanted.
I
wanted the rings.
Yeah. I wish I got the rings, but they went to
bummed that.
Yeah. They closed down before we could do that. Yeah. If there's any black-owned jewelry brands that anybody knows that are on the affordable side,
yes, exactly,
please tag them in the comments so we can take a look. Yeah, so we can take a look. That would be dope. I wanted to talk about the fact that AstraZeneca has been pulled.
Oh my gosh. Not Ash, but I mean, like, I'm kind of confused because wasn't it?
I'm chuckling because I just knew it was going to happen.
But from the beginning, I thought it was making people sick here.
It was making people sick, and they said that they're conspiracy theorists that are just saying that for the sake of saying it so that people don't get better. A lot of these doctors, there's a specific doctor here called Dr. Raj, who was actually paid by AstraZeneca to put it out there on TV platforms such as Good Morning TV, all of those platforms, because he's well known. He did like CBBC, I think he did like children's television and a few other things, so he's kind of well known and is one of those if there's families in the UK, they most probably know who Dr. Raj is because of their kids or their adults. He went on to basically go on this vaccine campaign during the whole vaccination. Get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4. I don't know how
get
how
4,
many.
5, 6,
yeah,
7, 8.
Exactly. I don't know how many it ended up being. Was it 4 vaccines at the end?
I think it was 8.
Wow, no way.
Because it was like boosters after boosters. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of people that I know that went back and got boosters, they were the ones that were always getting COVID.
Oh, there you go.
So I thought it was very strange.
And there's actually a timeline online of when he started this avid campaign on telly, telling everyone that they should go and get this vaccine, right? And then within maybe a year or 2 years, please don't quote me because I can't remember, it's on Twitter, go and find it. If you put it in Dr. Ranj, it will come up. He ended up getting COVID. After he got COVID, he said he was saying that I've gotten COVID, but if it wasn't for the vaccine, it wouldn't be this mild. It would be worse. And then after that, he then comes out saying that he's got long COVID. And then, of course, now this whole situation has come out. He was paid approximately, they said about 22K or something like that, which is, in the scheme of things, not really a lot of money, but it's still money. And, of course, he's now disappeared, not saying a word.
Of course.
And all those other people as well that were huffing and puffing about us people that did not get vaccinated. I personally did not get vaccinated. I didn't want to, not because I had a theory, not because I had a conspiracy theory, not because I'm afraid of needles, not because I'm anti-vaccine, just because I just didn't think it was right for me. And I had an inkling that there just was not enough research done
because it came out so quick
came out so quickly.
And I mean, to be honest, I think there's risks with anything, any type of medication, any type of vaccine. Nothing is foolproof.
Nothing is foolproof.
There are people that will have certain reactions to certain type of vaccines and medications, and other people will be fine.
Of course.
I know people that have gotten it and they're thriving. They're well into their 90s. They're okay. So it's just
it is what it is. It's
unfortunately,
it's like,
yeah,
I do, however, do not believe the stats that they're saying that it's only 80 people, and this is the reason why it's pulled it. More like it's 800, more it's like 8,000, possibly 800,000 people. And it's not, I don't think we will be fully aware of all the sort of damage that is caused with people, and if blood clots is what's come out, Lord knows what else it's caused.
I think it kind of touches back to what we talked about last week,
which is
as well too, with the things that we consume and the effects that it has on our body, even growing up. Remember, baby powder was a thing to use.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, it was like, it causes cancer. It causes this. It causes XYZ.
It shouldn't have talc. Is it
yeah,
talc?
exactly. It shouldn't have talc in it.
And you shouldn't use it.
Yeah. Birth control. There's so many things that have come out after, okay, this causes this. This causes that. After, you know, people have been taking it for years, and then they're getting these strange illnesses and sicknesses and cancers and whatnot.
Fibroids,
and then exactly.
And all
then
sorts that comes with
fibroids, definitely. and then you're trying to figure out why.
No, we're different. Like, this is the other thing. This is all personal choices. I'm not anti anything. I'm just like, if I just don't feel like this is not right for me, I'm just not going to do it, regardless of who's pushing where and when. Because of course we go to the GP all the time, and they're like, birth control, birth control, birth control. And it's like,
exactly.
Actually, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's the same.
You don't want to get pregnant again.
Yeah, of course. I'm like, well, yeah, it is. It just is what it is. It is what it is.
You don't want to have any more babies.
You don't want to continue populating the world with black people.
Yeah, you don't want
to do that. Way too many already.
Yeah.
Statistics say.
You need to slow your roll.
Exactly. That's why we all need to go back to Rwanda.
Not Rwanda.
The Rwanda bill it passed. And then now they said that they can't find the people that they were supposed to send to Rwanda initially.
Wow.
Half of them,
they're gone.
Most of them have absconded.
Wow.
And who's going to stick around to go to Rwanda? Not I. Will you?
You might as well just go back to your...
You might as well just go to your native country.
Yeah, I find that to be very strange.
The oddest, and we've discussed
this before. Is Rwanda the hub of Africa at the moment?
This is what we've discussed before. Is like, you know, whatever let's say the big five are involved in, and you can call this a conspiracy theory. Actually, maybe I am a conspiracy theorist. If any country that the big five is involved in or is having talks with, they either have something they want from them and the vice versa, and this is the reason why they make such deals with these countries. And bear in mind, everyone's trying to vie for elections. The UK, they want elections because they said, you know, we need to vote again and possibly get a new prime minister, or maybe the same one might stay. You never know. But this election for the Conservative Party was a was a disaster, to say the least. They lost so many seats.
I'm very confused about the whole prime minister situation, though, because I am like, when is the election? And I hear that they keep on trying to push it back.
They keep on trying to push it back for 2 years. I think it's because of how this new prime minister came into power to begin with. After a couple of resigned.
There's been so many.
Yeah, that have resigned. Yeah. I believe there is a loophole in the system whereby the current one can push back. Okay. So we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Very, very interesting. I'm only interested for my cost of living situation.
Of course.
And my children are British. So that's really the only interest. What's going to happen with them in the future and who's going to be running it.
I still have 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
1 foot in, 1 in. 1 foot in, one foot out. I was having a conversation with a colleague, and they actually, when I was saying that possibly one of my sons might end up, of course, I've got extremely high hopes for my children because I am the mother that I am. I said, hopefully one of them can be the first black prime minister. And then he said, I don't think so. Oh. I said, why is that?
Wow.
He said he likely thinks that a cis identifying woman, gay woman will be the next prime minister before a black man. So what are your thoughts?
Here in this country, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but it's highly likely. Yeah, highly likely.
100%.
Yeah. I've got 3 sons, so hopefully one of them.
Those chances are still high.
Exactly,
as well.
Pretty high.
Out of 3,
pretty high. We had one guy who possibly was trying to vie for it, but he keeps on
Who, the one from the Conservative Party?
Yes, the one from the Conservative Party.
What's his name again?
I've even forgotten. He keeps on dipping. Because
poor guy. I thought he didn't even have a chance. It didn't seem like.
Somewhat. I actually thought he had somewhat of a chance. Why? Only because he had a few things going for him, in my opinion. But then, unfortunately, I think he was too scared of how many skeletons were in his closet.
Wasn't he having?
Yes. So he ended up dipping before anything happened. He did say, however, that it was to protect his partner and his family from, the media, paparazzi, the whole nine works. But
we all know, brother.
It means there's more than treasures in that wardrobe.
Stay in your lane.
Exactly, sir.
I read today, it's cracking me up too, because it, again, reminds me of the world that we live in at the moment. And how there's so many people with their opinions that tell you need to live like this, you need to live like that, you need to do this, and you need to do that.
You need to eat eggs 7 days a week.
So I don't know his name. I can't remember. He's a nutritionist, and he
certified.
Yes,
sure.
Was on this carnivore diet, only eating eggs and red meat, all of that. No carbs, no fruits, no vegetables.
Okay, wow.
Even came out with the book.
Okay.
The carnivore diet.
So just water and meat,
basically, and eggs.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but he was doing this diet for about 2 years. And now he's come out, he was in a podcast recently, to say that actually he doesn't think it's the best diet for humans. Said he was starting to have heart palpitations, couldn't sleep. And I'm just like, wow, the amount of people that have probably decided that, oh, see, I knew it. I should be in my caveman bag.
In my caveman bag, that's a bar.
What?
That's a bar, little Kim.
Eating red meat and eggs every single day.
This is how it is so important to be strong of mind. Honestly, there is strength and power and might in your own point of view in sticking to your guns when it comes to things. You cannot let these people, especially these people that are on podcasts. Yes, I've got a mic. I don't care. And yes, I've got a podcast, but I don't
take
be out
her
here
mic away.
But I don't be telling people what to do with their time and what to do, what to say, that's not the point of podcasts. Yeah. It's genuinely like opinions and advice that sometimes you shouldn't even take, because it's just, you never know where it's coming from. It is important to just have strength within the mind. Yeah. You cannot be following these people. You cannot follow anybody. And this is why it's important. We go back to the conversation about social media. It's important to scan and sift who you're following. Because if you don't do that on a regular basis, you end up in this rabbit hole of doing this caveman diet. Like, I knew it. That's how I need to eat. And I mean, everybody's body works differently.
Like, you have to do what is best for your body. I mean, some people also cannot be vegans. They can't just be solely on a plant-based diet. So you have to do what works for your body. As an individual. Yeah.
I was speaking to the producer and I was telling him, because he was telling us about his boot camp. And I was like, look, I work out 5 times, sometimes in fact 6 times a week. Not only do I do that, I'm ridiculously active. My average step stats are more than 18k a week, and then his face
18k a day,
a day, 18k a day.
Yeah.
And his face, and I was like, yeah, I don't look like it. Right? Yeah. I don't look like someone who's doing 18k steps a day. I don't look like someone who works out 5-6 times a week. Technically, according to what is it called? Nutrition.
Yeah,
standards, beauty standards, and standards of people in general who work out. I don't look like a woman that works out. I look like someone who's just, not working out, who's not active, who's not doing all of those things.
But we talked about that, like the runners that we see. I see really big people
that are running.
I can't run like that.
No, I cannot.
And I be looking at them and I'm like, wow,
where
you get that stamina from?
What's happening here?
There's this a girl that I see, black woman, it's called Alo Moves or whatnot, yoga.
Yes. Oh my God, she's beautiful.
She's a big girl, but she's doing things I can't do.
Oh my God.
If you see how she
move, I say, girl, I could never. Those moves, I could never.
No. So you see that flexibility, that stamina.
She does God knows how many hours of yoga a week. It must be a ridiculous amount.
Exactly.
Even the girls that are on, there's the Peloton crew as well. There's some girls there that are a little bit curvier and all of that stuff, and you would not think that they work out that amount of times. You should never judge a book by its cover. No.
There was a doctor
that
said
inside here, no one actually knows.
Exactly.
They just know they can just see what's on the outside. What's inside is what's important.
Exactly. There was a doctor that said, a person that works out 5 times a week and smokes and has a shitty diet has the potential to live longer than somebody that is BMI approved,
of course,
thin, doesn't work out, is not active at all, because some people just have the blessing of having fast, quick metabolism.
Of course, indeed, and it's also I genuinely believe it's genealogy.
Yes,
it's just,
definitely genetics as well.
I think it's part of it. Some people just are built the way they're built, and it is what it is.
Exactly. So do what works.
Do what works for you.
If you want to eat 10 eggs a day, that's also your business.
Also, I was thinking on my way here, and I didn't not feel pressure, but I felt like a way, I felt nudged to like get back into my makeup bag, because I've just been so out of it for so long, and I genuinely have zero interest in makeup these days. Yeah.
Wow.
It's strange coming from me.
That's
because
very shocking.
Yeah, I used to love doing my makeup, and I used to love putting on makeup. And now it just seems like a chore. And I remember I told you there's an article that Pamela Anderson was in. I think it was, I can't remember if it was a GQ or
after
a Vogue.
her makeup artist passed away?
After her makeup artist passed away, Pamela Anderson decided that she wasn't going to wear makeup anymore. Like on the level that she was wearing it before. She said possibly she'll do like a tinted moisturizer here and there, but really not anymore. And she was also saying that her mother had told her that she was going to reach an age whereby she just wasn't going to bother anymore what anyone thinks and anything about makeup. And then she said she used to tell her mom, I'm always going to love makeup. I'm always going to wear makeup. And of course that hasn't been the case. I genuinely have zero interest, and I wonder if it's something that possibly I might get back into later, but now I just feel like I'm somehow obligated to put it on to go to the office instead of like work, instead of enjoying putting it on. And I used to be looking at the like latest foundations and latest products and all of that stuff. I have genuinely zero interest in it, although our whole internet and social media is plastered with women with like full faces of makeup. I'm just like,
I'm just a lipstick
exactly. If you've got a new lip gloss, a new lip oil, or something like that, I'm interested in that. I'm into that. But I'm not really that into makeup anymore.
The other things I can't do anyway, so it's like...
I do wonder if I'm gonna get back into my makeup bag. I wonder.
Probably.
Probably. But I don't think it's something. You know how you were talking about going to galleries and stuff like that, and it's something that you love doing. I don't think that's gonna be part of my story. I think I'm just gonna let it go.
I mean, for me, makeup is work that I'm not willing to do. I'm lazy already. And it already takes me a long time to get to where I need to go. So if I have to add that,
of course,
to your
routine and whatever it
I could do a lipstick and I could keep it pushing.
Exactly. That's all I'm doing now. Is a lipstick with a gloss and keeping it pushing. I'm not even doing a pencil. I'm not even doing my brows. I'm not doing anything. I'll just rather put some. If I think that my eyes look puffy or tired, I'll rather put some glasses on. And I've got an array of those. So that's completely fine. And what pissed me off is that actually really when I used to put makeup on quite a lot, like let's say on an everyday basis, everyone would tell me either you don't need it or I can't tell the difference. And I'm just like, I spent half an hour doing this and you're telling me you can't tell the difference. You're supposed to tell the difference. You're supposed to know that I'm beat.
Oh my god. I'm like, no, you can't
exactly.
tell.
You're supposed to tell that I'm beat. I've got a dilemma.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So
okay.
and this is hilarious. I don't know if it's hilarious, but it's I want to hear your point of view. So what do I do about my baby daddy?
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, for those who don't know what a baby daddy is. That is,
well, we need levels. We
exactly.
need levels to the baby daddy. Is it a live-in baby daddy? Is it a live-out baby daddy?
You're gonna find out in a
Okay.
minute. So that's her children's father, basically. So a little backstory. Me and my baby daddy were together for almost 6 years. We eventually broke up and we went our separate ways, but still would co-parent. A year after me and him split up, he ended up finding a new girlfriend, which I didn't care about as long as my children were what? Were taken care of. Exactly. Him and his new girlfriend ended up getting pregnant. Well, with him starting a new relationship, I would call him on nice days to see if he wanted to get together and take our kids out. But he never wanted to do anything like that. He didn't want to meet up. I eventually stopped asking him to do stuff with me. And his first 2 kids, when I asked, so basically she would ask him with the first 2 kids and
before her.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, her kids.
Okay, yeah.
And then the new kids that
he's
had. Exactly. That confused me for a bit. And then another year has passed and he's just had another baby with his new girlfriend. So in total, now he has 4 kids.
Okay.
Well, now all of a sudden, he calls me all the time to try and talk to me about random stuff. I nicely told him that if he's calling me, it has to be about our children.
Yeah.
So now every time he calls me, it always is having to do with our children. After having his 4th child, he calls me every day after I get off work and asks me if I want to meet up and do stuff with the girls. Which I was happy about him finally wanting to get together and do stuff with the children. He does it almost every day now. I've told him several times that when we meet up, that his new girlfriend, of course, and their kids can come along because, you know, everybody's siblings and this is basically a big happy family.
Blended family.
Exactly. I just want my kids to know that we can all co-parent together. He never invites the other children or his girlfriend to any of the stuff that we do together. We still meet up sometimes after work and take our 2 kids to the park and to get ice cream. But now he's starting to try and read my text messages over my shoulder. One time... he was helping me put the children in my car and my phone vibrated. He looks at my phone and tries to read the text message I got for my friend. He then started asking me what me and my friend were talking about. Also, while he has the kids, he'll call me and try and figure out what I'm doing. When I tell him I'm with my friends, he's always asking me a million questions about my friends. I have the same friends that I've had when me and him were together, so he knows who all of my friends are. I've talked to my best friend about this and she's telling me that maybe something's going on in his relationship and he might be missing you. I just don't know how I should feel about all of this. He's still trying to read text messages over my shoulder.
Yeah, boundaries.
Right.
Boundaries. He's trying it.
He is trying it, right?
He is trying it.
Because if that was vice versa, can you imagine if that was the woman?
Yeah.
Constantly calling.
Yes.
The man.
That would be a problem.
Who's in a new relationship.
Exactly. It would be a problem. So, me personally, if I was his new partner, I would not be okay with that. I'm all for blended family. You guys doing things with your kids together and all of that stuff. But first and foremost, you calling her every single day.
I don't think she knows though.
Of course she doesn't know. You're calling her every single day. You trying to do things together as a happy family without your 2 new children. And there was a point when I was contacting you to do things and you blanked me.
You blanked me. You were not interested.
Yeah.
Because it was still good.
Exactly. So now I'm sure she had this baby. Things are not going great. Yeah, 2 kids deep. You thought the grass was greener on the other side. But it's not.
Of course. And look how that pattern works. She had 2 kids when he decided to leave and find someone else. Yep. And then now he's got 2 kids with that other woman. And now he's obviously thinking of bouncing back.
He's like third trimester Tristan.
He's like third trimester Tristan. Just, it's out of control. First of all, she keeps on asking for her for him to invite her to come. And then he just keeps on just coming by on his ones. That doesn't piss me off as much as what pisses me off is looking at my phone situation.
Yeah,
like,
that
sir,
actually too. Like,
what are you doing?
Why do you care about what's on my phone?
I have no clue. Sir, what are you doing? And he's using this whole let's hang out as a family, let's hang out with the kids as an excuse to just hang out with her.
So for me, I would tell her that she needs to sort out her boundaries. If he wants to hang out with the kids, he needs to come and pick up the kids on his own, and the kids could go and hang out. But we're not friends.
Also, do your thing, girl. Why are you trying to hang out with him to begin with?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, if you had asked him, let's say the first time, the second time, that's it. You don't need to continue asking that person to hang out with you and your kids so that you can look like you're having a great co-parenting relationship.
Exactly.
By the way, that is so overrated. That is so overrated. That whole co-parenting, hoo-ha, let's go all eat ice cream, da-dee-la-dee-da.
Let's all be friends.
And sometimes it's just not possible.
So you don't see no Alicia Keys, Swiss Beats, and Mashonda?
Unless you've got that kind of money, I am not doing that.
They're not all going on holiday together?
We're not all going on holiday together. We're not kikiing and kakaing. I've got my own friends. I don't need another friend. You can go do your thing now. In fact, this gives me more time to hang out with my homegirls. Take the kids. Go enjoy yourself. Yeah. You're their father.
Yeah.
Also, take the kids with your new thing. Go hang out. Go do your thing.
Exactly.
Go do your thing. I've got nothing against that at all.
Exactly.
She seems like a really nice girl because she hasn't complained about the girl. It seems like the girl's quite nice. So go for it. Take the kids and go hang out with her and the other 2 kids.
She probably wants him to go too, to be honest.
That's what I'm thinking. Because she doesn't seem to mind.
She probably wants
if my
him
guy
to
is
go.
there every day, you think she hasn't noticed?
Yeah, she probably.
He's definitely noticed that
she's
their routine there. He's like, bruh,
go.
I don't care. Go where you're going. Nobody cares.
Wow.
Come back when you come back. It is what it is. So yeah, like you said, most women actually would have stood up and said, okay, I'm not falling for this. This is dumb. You're not doing this, and you're not going to see her every day or call her every day. So she's most probably fed up too.
She's probably like, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if she's had a new baby and he's out every day, calling every day, trying to do things, she's definitely have noticed. She's like, whatever.
She's like, I'm in love with my kids.
Basically.
Bruh, peace.
She's like, it's fine.
If she wants you back, please come take him. Somebody take this man off my hand.
Take this guy away from me. Oh my gosh.
Take this man off my hand.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, weird behavior.
Very weird.
Yeah, weird behavior.
Men are weird though.
And now this social what is it called? Social construct of we should all be friends and it should all be hunky-dory. Yes, of course, I believe you should all be cordial, but please don't be forced into this whole like social media version of what blended families should be like.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
Just do what works for you.
I'm like, life is too short, so I believe in peace. So just just,
you bring me peace, I give you peace.
Exactly.
I want peace in all aspects. There you go.
That's what I'm just.
And my peace comes from just not talking to anybody about anything.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Peace in all aspects.
Out here, we don't know whether we're coming or going at this point, so it's like just whatever.
I have zero time on my hands to be worrying about anybody else and anyone else.
Barely trying to cope with.
I'm barely trying to cope with my with my own 3, let alone trying to figure out what anyone else is doing with their ones. Jeez Louise.
Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly, that's one thing. Honestly, I think when I had Cam, I would be like, okay, maybe I have some time. Now, forget about it. I could not care less. I have zero time for any type of bullshit.
Now, where is the time?
For any type of bullshit. Any extra time I have is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for me. I started running.
Ooh, welcome to the run club. She's a runner. She's a track star.
I don't know if it's running, girl, because it's very much
This is me. With my little pace.
Honestly, you know what? Girl, I'm gonna tell you, I felt away. So I was in the park.
Yeah.
Doing my and I bumped into Camille's little friend from school.
Okay.
Right? And then he obviously felt the need to start racing with me with his bike. And I'm like, little man, I'm not we're not about a race. That's not what I'm
riding faster with this bike.
Exactly. But he's adorable. I love him to bits. He's like one of my kids, to be honest, because he hangs out at our house all the time. But so I messaged his mom to say, oh, look, I saw da da da, and his grandma in the park, and she was like, oh yeah, my mom told me that you were jogging. I was thinking, girl,
jogging.
I was running for my life.
Jogging and running. I mean, you know, it's similar. Maybe she meant running, but you know, you could either say jogging.
I was running for my life, girl.
Are you running for your life? And she said,
I was jogging. How can you say I was jogging?
Yeah.
I was barely breaking even.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
But I don't think I have the right shoes. So I think possibly I need to get some.
Oh, some running.
There is a place, however, that I heard of. Apparently, that actually you go on a running machine, a small one, and then they analyze the way you run. And then they can recommend a specific type of shoe, whether it be Nike, Adidas, whatever brand it, New Balance, whatever brand it may be. They recommend what kind of exact shoe that you need to help you with your pace and your running.
I probably need that.
Exactly.
For my knees.
Yeah, so you and your knees. This...
For my knees.
Exactly. So yeah, only reason why I haven't invested in running shoes, because I'm like, okay, I need to stick to this. I've only been doing it for like 2-3 weeks. I need to chill until I know that I'm doing this consistently.
Yeah, and I think, especially for me personally, the weather really helps.
Of course,
so,
exactly.
That's why I'm able to keep up with it, because it's just like, okay.
I don't know what it's going to be like when it's -2 out there.
Yeah.
We can have another discussion.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a winter runner.
You're going to get a Peloton?
No. I'm going to hibernate.
You're gonna get a big back again?
I'm gonna get a big back.
You're gonna get your big winter back?
Big back again. I'm gonna get the big back. I mean, you know, the big back will keep me warm in the winter.
And I'm sure someone else. We shall not name any names.
No, we shall not.
Big backs save lives.
Big backs save lives. They do. So,
exactly. Big backs save. Trying to run.
Keep it up with the running.
Yeah, I'll try and keep it up with the running.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets me out of the house because I'm an indoor workout type of person. Of course, I do my workouts indoors, my lifting indoors. So yeah, it's just gotten me out of the house for like an hour or so. I do, however, have to drive there, because I've got limited time. I have to drive to the park so that I can come back in time, so I can have my full hour of jogging / running. But yeah, on that note, thank you for joining us this week.
It's
been a good one.
Oh wait,
what's
we did not even talk about the Met Gala.
Oh my god, who was your fave?
I loved Nikki. I thought Nikki looked amazing.
Nikki was wearing Marnie. She looked freaking great. Amazing.
And then there was another young girl that I liked. She's an actress. I can't remember her name, but she's Canadian.
She black?
Yeah, mixed race, as you guys like to say.
I think. Of course, yeah, more or less black.
I
don't know.
I can't remember her name.
Well, put her picture up. You can put her picture up on the video so that people can know who you're talking about. Make sure you put Nikki's picture up as well, please, so that people know what Nikki was wearing.
Who was your favorite?
Who's your favorite man? You didn't say who's your favorite best dressed guy.
Oh my gosh. Coleman Domingo.
Where's he from again?
He's Dominican.
He is everything. He is everything.
Ay, Dios mío,
more.
por favor, yes.
He is everything.
He's
and
everything.
More, and he hits all the time.
Never misses.
He never misses.
He was my favorite.
He was my
favorite male.
Okay, I'm not gonna go for the obvious because I feel like everyone knew that he was not gonna miss. So so I'm not gonna go for him. I'll go for Lewis Hamilton. He was dressed to the T.
Yes.
He looked extremely handsome. Lewis Hamilton, and my second favorite will be Usher. Usher was really, really, really
Usher,
good.
Usher,
as well,
Usher.
Of course.
It's 7:00
on the dot.
I'm in my drop top.
Yeah. And then my best dressed female, of course, was Zendaya. Although I'm sure everyone's best dressed.
Yeah.
Luxury Law. His work is phenomenal, amazing. I actually
Law Roach. Yeah.
Exactly.
Her second look.
To die for.
Yeah.
It was stunning.
Yeah.
I know most people are like, do you want? No. But I actually like the Tyler Balmain dress.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
the hourglass situation. Yes. And it still went with the theme.
Sand.
Yeah, and people didn't really get it, but it was actually still part of the theme.
It was part of the theme.
The theme was Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
And so that's what was the theme for the Met Gala. And then...
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, and Tyler ended up...
Didn't he end up cutting it
so that she could sit down and stuff like that. But it was a beautiful masterpiece. It was artistry.
It was.
We love for the Met Gala. Yeah. Who was your worst dressed?
Kim, because
she's crazy.
I'm still in pain
for her.
I'm in pain.
The girl couldn't breathe.
I couldn't breathe.
She couldn't walk.
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk. I was like, Kim.
Is the cardigan.
Why?
And that stupid explanation for the cardigan. I think there was a wardrobe malfunction and they had to throw that cardigan on. She was in Maison Margiela, and even her second look was also disgusting.
Yeah.
And I think she's just not that girl when it comes to that look.
I think she needs Kanye back.
She needs Kanye back, but she's not getting Kanye back. Bianca's got him.
I know.
Yeah, and Bianca is submissive. I don't think Kim is ready to be that kind of submissive.
Shout out to Bianca.
Bianca is taking one for the whole team.
She's a baby girl.
She really is.
She's a baby girl.
She wants to live the soft life.
She's
like, at the end of the day, I'm just
Isn't she like in her 20s?
Girl, exactly.
She's a baby girl.
She's like, at the end of the day, I'm just a girl.
She's
here. Like Amber during the Kanye time.
Yeah. Actually,
before Amber turned into a grown woman and Kanye couldn't handle her anymore. Yeah, exactly. Worst dressed Kim. Goodness, that corset, that cardigan.
Oof.
The cardigan still pisses me off. Oof. And that stupid explanation to say, I'm just running in the garden and I'm feeling a bit chilly, and then my boyfriend I can't talk the way Kim talks, and my boyfriend just hands me a cardigan and just wrap it around me. I'm like, shut up, Kim.
I'm struggling to breathe.
Shut up, Kimmy Cakes.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
My worst dressed was Kim as well. Now I can't remember who else was my worst dressed. There's somebody else, but now I've completely forgotten who it was. Oh, Serena Williams. Oh, God.
One thing Serena's gonna do.
She's always gonna be on.
She's gonna miss every time. If it's not a tennis ball, she is missing. But shout out to Serena. I love you.
We love you, Serena.
We love you, Serena.
You just need to fire your stylist.
Who's her stylist?
Lord knows they need to be fired yesterday.
Why?
Awful. That gold foil situation that she was wearing. Venus looked lovely.
Oh, yeah, Venus. Yeah, Venus,
I think she had the Marc Jacobs platforms on because she was like 7 foot tall. I think it was supposed to be part of the look. She was supposed to look like ethereal in a way. But yes, my worst dress was definitely Serena Williams. Please put up all the pictures so people can see what we're talking about. Yes, that would be really dope.
I'll throw them up there.
I must say though, this year, although the theme was really good, a lot of people missed, and last year's theme was way better with the Carl one.
With Carl, I mean, because the
Carl tribute. Carl. I'm still hoping that at some point they're going to do a Vivian tribute, and I think that would be amazing.
By that time, I think you would be invited to the Met.
I'm sure I will be.
I was talking about how in my younger days, when my friends and I, we would walk past the Met Museum, we'd always be like, oh, you know, one day
we're gonna be at the Met.
Yeah,
one day that's gonna be us, exactly, for sure.
I don't even mind if I'm there because I'm dressing somebody, even though I'm not a stylist. But you know, I could move some lint.
Exactly.
I could grab a roller.
Oh, sorry, one more person that pissed me off, Cardi. I think she always thinks that the bigger the dress, the better.
I even forgot.
She
about
always
Cardi.
thinks that more is more, and I'm thinking, Cardi, reel it in just slightly. I love Colin, her stylist. His work is also freaking amazing.
Oh my gosh,
it was that monstrosity. It was too much. I understand what she was doing, and I know it's the Met Gala, and you're supposed to do too much, but it's just like every time she brings a big old, it's like organza dress.
Bigger,
I'm over it.
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lizzo. She looked like a turd.
Oh, I don't even remember.
She had the little.
Oh yeah, she had the little thing that. You know what she looked like? Slightly. She, like an oval something. She looked like she'd like an organ. Like an organ within the body.
Like the heart.
Not the heart.
A colon.
She could have looked like part of the intestines or something.
Yeah, so probably a colon.
Yeah.
Her pancreas.
I was just like, what's going on here? But yeah, it was terrible. I didn't like it.
God.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Ashley Graham looked amazing. A friend of mine styles her. Her name is shout out to Mrs. E. You're an amazing stylist. You remember Mrs. E, Emily?
Oh yes,
she styles.
Shout out,
she styles Ashley Graham now.
Nice.
She looked beautiful, and I like the contour of the corset. That's how corsets should be done. That whole Kim situation. Oh God, that poor girl. She's still. Someone said she's still recovering till this day.
I'm recovering.
Someone said she went 30 days and 30 nights without eating.
I'm just like, how? I was like, I could barely wear Spanx.
That's very true.
Yeah, I could barely wear Spanx without gasping for air.
Gasping like you're running.
Yeah. Wow.
That's very true. Yeah. Say who was your best dressed and who was your worst dressed.
Let us know.
Yeah, that was really cool.
You know, since we need to allow judging people's fashions.
Exactly, because apparently our fashion sucks.
But yeah, let us know who your fave and who your not so fave looks were for the Met Gala.
And if you like this, actually, let us know. So maybe we can do like a little separate episode when like award shows and stuff like that happen.
Yeah.
And we can review what people are wearing, like a little fashion police situation. Yeah, that would be dope. Exactly. See you guys next week.
Bye.
My name is Dion.
I am Lish.
And this is Allow It. Bye.